Guys, welcome to the show. It's episode 151 of the Krabston Show, and we are live, twitch.tv/Krabster1000. Hello, everybody. What a wild ride. It's a momentous occasion if you don't count last show, because John is back. And give it up for John. He is back.
Oh, yeah, I'm back again, I guess.
Back again.
I was back on Wednesday, and now I'm back on Friday.
I'm going to ignore that you came back on Wednesday.
Thank you.
How was your time? Tell me about your Thailand experience.
Oh, we're doing this now?
Why not?
It was pretty good. I took Tracy there. I showed her around, and we went to Vietnam, saw her family, and then weed was legalized in Thailand,
That
which
must
was
have
pretty
been a
neat.
real treat for you.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. And me and a buddy ended up starting a business there for related purposes.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm only back in the U.S. for about 2 months,
and then he's back to
moving
Thailand.
Permanently.
What an
What I'll
exciting!
be able to do for the show from
yeah,
there.
he'll still do the show from Thailand. They have internet.
It'll just be at
It turns
11
out
a.m.
it's
for me.
faster than ours. What happened in
is.
this country?
I'm paying $40 for 2 gigabyte download speeds over there.
I pay double that, and I have to call my internet company
I'm paying
all the time.
$140 for that right now.
Yeah, same. And I have to call my internet company all the time to be like, "Hey, why doesn't it work?" So what a deal! What a deal!
Spectrum likes doing maintenance at 2 a.m.
I have
every
Spectrum
night.
as well. Yeah, it's like at least once a day.
I'm wide awake at 2 a.m.
I'm just waking up. So
Hot dog sleep.
hot dog sleep. I don't know what that means, but I like that. So hot dog sleep. Anyway, intro. Let's talk
Probably
about the intro. Guys, we have a Discord. Whoa, really? Discord? We've never heard about this before. It turns out we do. Guys, exclamation point Discord in the chat. Yesterday was Discord movie night, and we saw Kung Pao enter the fist, and we had a good turnout. We had a lot of people, actually. And that was a lot of fun. So that was really cool, guys. Thanks for coming out for that. Real classic. Honestly, not as good as I remember it being. Honey Bun. Thank you. Wowee. Came as fast as they went. Yeah, and next movie is going to be something. It's once a month. We do Discord movie night, and it's not just movies in the Discord, guys. You can chat with new friends, old friends, voice chat, text chat. You got memes, post them. You got art, post them. You got fan art, please post them. We need more fan art. We haven't gotten any in a while. We got a Minecraft server that you can join for free. I'm talking the block game, baby. We got what else do we got? You can stay up to date with the show in a plethora of different ways, mostly two, which is signing up for alerts or not signing up for alerts, but still reading the Discord, and sign up for special events like Crab of Love 4 coming soon, guys. It's really on its way. It's really being pushed
just like
out.
that talent show.
Just like that talent show, guys. I gotta be honest, the talent show is canceled.
We had sign-ups for the talent show since like episode 25.
Yeah, the talent show is canceled.
We haven't done it.
Just there's no good way to fucking do it. I mean, how many talents could you display in VR? Not many. I don't know. If you guys have show ideas, let me know. Crab of Love 4 coming soon. One day I'll say that without laughing, and then who will be laughing then? I don't know.
It'll happen one day.
It'll happen one day. It will happen. The longer I go, the more I feel like doing it. But then I think about having to do stuff, and I go, I can just play a video game. Not think about that. Anyway, guys, Discord, cool. TikTok, also Krabster1000. Twitter, also Krabster1000. YouTube, also Krabster1000, guys. And look out for some TikTok stuff. We're going to be pumping more out very soon. I assure you. The pizza factory is open. Well, it's not open. The pizza factory is being established. Just don't get the analogy is bad. Just TikTok or something. I don't know. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Just watch my content and give me attention. Other than that, guys,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have more to announce. But that's the intro. It sounds like this. Let's start the show. Let's get someone on to do an interview who's not been on before. Let's do a new person for the very first time. I see Cass Lawyer is bouncing up and down. So we're going to start with Cass Lawyer.
I've been on before, though.
Oh, well, that's just a bold-faced...
Long time ago.
How long ago was it?
Like a few months. I don't remember.
Okay, you'll come on tonight, but you won't be first. Who's not been on? I see Derpster had his hands up. Derpster, have you not been on before?
No, I've never been on it.
Okay, guys, give it up for Derpster. Where did I even meet you, Derpster?
I was in here earlier. I was in here last time.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the show, Derpster.
Kill him, John.
Thank you.
Your status is Forbidden Pocket Cat, and your bio is chillin'. Not a lot of descriptive stuff, but tell me a little bit about yourself.
Like my bio says, I'm just a chill guy. I mean, I don't put much in there on purpose because if you want to get to know me, you come talk to me instead of read the bio. It makes more sense. I like to do robotics, coding.
Oh.
I like to create a lot of stuff, so...
Tell me about the robotics. What robots have you made? Also, how old are you?
Well, I'm 17, turning 18.
Okay. I'm changing my questions. You just explain what robots you make so I can and give you some time to completely change what questions I was going to ask you about robots.
No, I've created quite a few robots. The first one I've ever created was when I was 12. I took apart 4 RC cars and created this mini drone thing with tires instead of propellers.
That's cool. You told me you invented a car.
Used to do in high school.
You made a vehicle with tires instead of propellers?
No, basically I used the tires from an RC car and made them into propellers.
Oh. Alright, that sounds pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is Whisper? Beat Saber Boy, you've
basics of it.
Give him 1 sec. I got to put a little boy in his place. Beat Saber Boy's been in my show how many times? He's whispering in the microphone in the front row. Oopsies, he says. Go to the lobby, Beat Saber Boy. You're lucky. You're lucky I don't call your parents. Oh, I should.
Avery's talking back there too. Don't think I don't see you.
Whoa, we're calling out every name here, and you know what? Chiseled Soup, you're not doing anything wrong, but don't think I don't see you. You're doing great, by the way. Derpster. So you sounds like you're. What do you want to do? As a career, do you have any career aspirations?
I have quite a few. My main one is I want to be able to help veterans once I create the business with prosthetics, robotic prosthetics that actually look and feel real and operate the way that a human body should.
That sounds cool. Now, there's a bit of some redemption of give John a hug. Do you want to do it, Derpster?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they said give John 2.
When did you add that?
No, it's not. It's 2 highlighted messages, and then ask the guest a question. Ask him if he wants to see me hug John. But I think you should hug John, Derpster, because you're just getting to know him, and I think a hug is a great way to start.
Well, they did ask for you to hug him, so I mean,
Let's
if
all
you
hug him.
want
Let's
to
hug
be
him
towards
together.
the chair,
I mean, we could all hug.
I guess.
We could all hug.
Everyone, just everyone.
I'm a little small. You need to get down on my level. Bring it in.
Level. So hold on.
Bring it in.
Logistics problem.
All right, I'm up here. I don't know where you are, Krab. I mean, VR is complicated.
I'm having.
Don't hug me from behind. Don't hug me from behind. That's kind of weird. Yeah, blame it on the controller drift.
I got controller drift.
Blame it on controller drift.
Okay.
Blame it on controller drift.
It just drifted right behind you.
Cass Lawyer, very funny. Took my ad revenue right from me. Thank you, though. That's fine. So that's the hug. Amrath spent good channel points on that. Congratulations. Derpster. Now I had a whole array of questions, and I have to change ever so slightly to make them appropriate. Do you ever make?
Well,
Do you ever have robots like fight each other?
in what sense do you mean?
Well, it was a
Do you
different
mean
word.
like-
It was originally a different word in my question, but now we're talking about fighting. So, but
Well, the reason I ask that is because there's different types of ways that you can make bots fight. Do you mean by competition, battle bot style, or code based?
what is code based?
Code based is an autonomous program that you'll run.
What the fuck is going on?
Uh,
What's happening in the front row? It's the front row of all rows. Go on.
Sounds adorable. I don't know.
Used to be me.
A code-based one is basically you put two coders against each other. They code the robot to do a specific task, and whoever can
I'm
complete
talking
either the
about
fastest
robot on
or the
robot
most
action.
accurate.
I'm talking about destruction.
You're talking destruction. Yes, I have. I've welded a few myself and had them fight. Yes.
Do you think robots have souls?
In a sense, I could say no, but yes, because in the technical world, when you code something, they say that you technically put your soul into it, or at least a part of it. It just depends on how you want to do that.
If you make something with a soul fight another thing with a soul, isn't that wrong?
There's a lot of moral ethics behind different things, but the moral ethics behind robots fighting each other is a lot of people don't perceive them as having a soul.
Hold on,
So in a
vote no
technical
on that,
sense,
by the way.
yes, but no. The reason why that people say they have a soul is usually they're talking or referring to AI. But AI and really code in general doesn't exactly have a soul in a sense.
Woody didn't have AI. Buzz Lightyear didn't have AI. Slinky didn't have AI. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but that is a cartoon, my friend.
This is a cartoon.
That is true. But there are people behind it. The voices of Woody and Lightyear and Slinky, yes, those guys have souls. But the characters themselves.
Some people say you gotta be kissed to have a soul. And no one's ever kissed me.
Fair enough.
Nobody's ever said that. And I've kissed alright. Hard.
Wow.
This shit sucks. Derpster, would you make a robot of yourself and replace yourself with it to avoid responsibility?
No.
No. Why not?
No, I would not. Because I feel like avoiding those responsibilities in life is ultimately an untrustworthy person because you're taking those responsibilities and pawning them off on something else or someone else.
But it's a robot, which you just said is a soulless husk made for slavery and only slavery. I think those
I
were
never
your
said it was
words,
slavery, my friend. No, I never said slavery.
Well, robots should just do exactly what we say, right? Isn't that like, it's like a kid. We should just
yes,
do
but
whatever
no.
we say with not a thought in the world.
Well, you're talking more AI. AI, yes, can respond to vocal commands.
That's true, but I'm saying listen, if I could make it so my panini machine could do my laundry and make my bed and stuff, I'd have it do it without a thought in the world. You know what I'm saying? If I thought I could get my panini machine to have dinner with my parents once a week, I'd do it. You know what I'm saying? But right now, it falls to me. Friend. I wouldn't feel bad. I'd feel bad for my parents, maybe, but I wouldn't feel bad for the panini machine.
Yeah.
Soulless husk invented for slavery and only slavery. Yeah. Your words. So...
Actually, not my words.
And the panini machine is a robot. That counts, right?
Panini machine's not a robot.
Okay, what makes something a robot and what makes something a panini machine?
Well, the reason it's not considered a robot, it's more considered of a kitchen utensil. A robot is more mechanical.
Well, the panini machine's plenty mechanical. It's got a hinge. It's got a plug.
What if you gave it some AI?
Let me ask you this: Can you get the panini machine to do a different function?
Well, the panini machine can make grilled cheese. You can even make open-face clubs with it if you leave it open. It's pretty versatile. I've actually warmed other stuff on it, too, sometimes. It's a miracle machine, this thing. It's the most versatile kitchen.
Please don't make me
It can do all sorts of stuff with a panini machine. Sometimes it can do nothing if you forget to plug it in.
Exactly.
Make your sandwich a little squishier than it was before. Just a little squish down.
Just a squish sandwich.
And it can make your sandwich triangle. Like, I got one. I don't have a collection. I used to have one. And you'd press it down, and it would kind of indent the middle, and it would pretty much cut your grilled cheese for you. So you'd go in, and you'd snap the grilled cheese, and it was a sealed grilled cheese pot. It was a pocket of grilled cheese. So then you take a bite. And that would be the only opening. Is the bite hole would be the only opening, and it would just be a pocket of cheese. You listen. The bread would start totally normal, but then once it's in the machine, it's almost like a transformation. It's like when Kirstie Alley started doing Slim Fast or Trim Spa or something, and she was like, "Whoa!" And then it was like, "Wow, you can't even believe it's the same lady." That's like.
I forgot all about Kirstie.
Remember Kirstie Alley? She's apparently a horrible lady. I've heard just the worst things about her. But all I'm saying is the panini machine is a versatile machine. So what makes something so what would I need to do to the panini machine to make it be a robot in your eyes?
Put some wheels on it.
Does it need to beep?
It all depends on how you perceive it. Certain people perceive different things as robots. Like your phone, would you consider it a robot?
Hey Siri, do you consider yourself a robot? Where are you? Don't elude me. You're my phone, damn it.
I say to my ex-wife.
I don't know where it is. I heard it beep, and then I don't think it responded to me. So that's kind of
sending
like
text to your ex.
It's more of like an iRobot than a robot because it's not even responding to me now. So it's almost like it's really got a mind of its own. So.
Do you think we could go too far with AI?
Yeah. Do you think we can go too far?
Yes.
What would he have
Very
to do
much
to
so.
a panini machine to make it go too far?
Are the robots gonna destroy us one day?
Not the panini machine.
I wouldn't go that far, but if somebody took it that far, yes, it would be a possibility.
Someone's gonna take it that far.
Could you
I
marry?
guarantee you, somebody probably would.
Could you marry a robot?
Someone
you
did in
could
Japan.
technically. Someone's gonna do it. I mean,
Could it be me?
It's already happened in Japan.
It's already happened.
Yeah, a robot.
wait, if you
Hazuki Miku.
I saw her live in
someone made
concert.
like a hologram Hatsune Miku.
We got a question for Cass Lawyer. That's not usually how the show works, but why don't you go ahead and ask your question because your fingers are straight.
No. I've seen, not with my own eyes, but on fucking YouTube, there's someone who married a fucking pot of chilies.
A pot of chili.
Man has his priorities
There's a
straight.
whole
Some gator.
series about it. I
Okay,
swear.
Is that Kevin?
Oh, God.
Kevin's famous chili. So let's start at the bottom here. Panini machine. We're saying no. Now the panini machine
depends.
Then I add. It's got voice. It can speak. It will go. Panini done when it's done. Still no.
It all depends on how you want to quantify.
Well, I'm doing it
robot.
in your eyes. In your eyes. Still no though.
In my eyes, I wouldn't consider that a robot.
Okay. Now it's got wheels. Still no.
Still not a robot.
Okay, the panini machine uses its wheels to deliver the panini to me. I think I'm being somebody. Does anyone else hear the music?
No.
No, I gotta turn off somebody's
Turn Avatar volume down.
Yeah, I really should do that. It was a TikTok song, which by default is the worst song ever made.
Fair enough.
They're all the same. So if the panini
Honestly,
machine
yes,
came
agreed.
to me and delivered the panini,
We will rock you.
robot,
Yes, technically it would be a robot.
That's all it would take. Okay. And if okay, what would an AI? What would be the last straw for AI before you said, "Hey, this has gone too far"? What would be the last straw?
That's a very hard question. For like AI, I guess you're making something self-aware, so it's artificial intelligence. To go too far is to make an AI to kill humans. That would probably be taking it too far.
But they could maim humans, then that's not too far.
But they can what?
Maim them, not kill, but like beat them up.
No.
Teach them a lesson.
Like, there's laws to robotics on purpose. There's legit laws of robotics.
What if a robot?
And one of them is that a robot should do no harm to a human.
Okay, so the killing and maiming was a no. But what if emotional harm? What if a robot told you something that they shouldn't have said?
Not sure on that one because
They say, "Hey."
I'm not sure if AI would be considered under the constitutional law of freedom of speech.
They say like
because they are a robot.
But they hurt your. They say they could hurt your feelings, right? They could say, "Derpster, I've looked at your medical records, and it turns out the day you were born, the doctor said you were one of the dumbest babies he's ever come across." What would you say? Is that harm?
Well, if you're talking about I get offended by that, then it would be a technical sense of harm.
That's not nice.
That would be classified underneath harm. Emotional, physical, mentally, all of that.
Somebody asked me if I'm a Muppet or a Krabston. I'm a little bit of both. Are you a robot?
So am I a robot? No.
That's exactly what a robot would say, though, wouldn't it?
Yes, exactly. But you'll never know the real truth.
No, I've got one. I got a way to test.
I could be an AI.
I've got a way to test. Divide. Do 1 divided by 0 for me right now.
Really? The one that breaks Siri when she tries to do that?
Don't try and deflect, robot fiend. I can see right now you're trying to avoid it.
Well, a lot of people think that that is not definable, but in a sense, if you do elongated math, there is a solvable pattern for it.
Typical robot response. Can't be trusted. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? If you even have one.
Don't like ice cream.
Of course you don't. What do you like? Nuts, bolts, and oil? What do you?
Nuts and bolts.
What is
My favorite is motor oil. I like motor oil.
What do you like? What's your favorite dessert, if you even have one? Which way? Thank you for the raid. I had a good stream.
Brownies.
What's
brownies?
At what point? What could you do to a brownie to make that an AI, a robot? Don't worry about it. Before we wrap up the interview, Derpster, is there anything you want to say or do or promote? Anything at all?
I do have Twitch. I stream every once in a while. I stream Beat Saber.
Beat Saber, nice.
Derpy57.
We have a kid who loves Beat Saber here. His name's Beat Saber Boy. I don't even know where he is. He got bored. His child. He didn't take it personally.
Apparently.
He broke his heart when you told him to shut up.
I didn't tell him to shut up. Did I say that? I probably did.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember the things that come out of my mouth anymore. It's all a blur.
You didn't exactly say that. So you said it.
So you got a Twitch. What's your Twitch?
Derpy57.
Derpy57. That's D.
Yes.
U-R-P-Y.
Derpy with a U?
D-E-R-P-Y 57.
D-E-R-P-Y 57. We're talking about the number, that is. Derpy57.
Yes.
Guys, check out Derpy57 if you like Beat Saber. I'm sure he's going to do all the songs we know and love. What those are, I do not know. But probably like the Choke Me Too, right? You like that one?
No, actually, I hate that song. I get asked
hate
to
it.
sing it by a lot of people in VR chat.
Why do you get asked to sing it?
Because they assume I have a deep voice, I can sing the song, or I like the song.
Do you think I have a deep voice?
Krabston can sing it.
Well, that depends on what's your definition of a deep voice.
Oh my god, you keep flipping it on me. My definition of a deep voice is, guys, it's only like this. Hey, how's it going? I'm an adult. I'm an adult man. I make adult man. I do adult man things. I do adult.
That's gotta be the funniest joke I've heard all day.
I knew an adult man kiss. I only do adult man kiss. You know, not like a child would. So yeah, that's what I think a deep voice is. But guys, that's Derpster. Ask him to sing that Corpse Husband song. I know he loves it. And we're gonna give it up for Derpster. I thought he did great. We learned a lot. And I hope I think I taught everyone a good lesson about what a panini machine can do, because it's really not just for panini. It's for all, you can do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Look at chat. It's me, Beat Saber Boy. Okay, there you are, Beat Saber Boy. Fluffy Dope, 1995. Let's get Cast Lawyer, and then Fluffy, and then Bendy, and then Tao, if you want, if that's cool with you, because I know you're supposed to come on the other day, and then yeah, Tech Non, sure, and then we'll figure it out from there. What up, Cast Lawyer?
What up, Krabston? I missed you. When's
the last time you were here? I remind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Remind you. Okay, so it was no. Okay, so I was thinking about this. So me and my boyfriend, we've been dating for like 4 months.
Yeah. How old are you?
It was before we started dating, so it's like we were both. He's 16, I'm 15, but
okay.
I turned like we born in the same year, alright?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been 4 months, over 5 months. So remind me a little bit about yourself. You say your bio just says just looking for chill people. But so tell me a little more about yourself.
You know, it's kind of my mind kind of go blank because
You know, you did ask to come on a talk show. You know, you did.
Okay, I'm from yeah. Let me. I'm from Norway. I draw. I don't really do much other than that.
Okay. Would you
I have a pretty boring life.
Why are you whispering to the mic?
Bro.
What do I keep saying about it? It's stupid as fuck. Stop doing it.
I know this guy.
I'm trying to do you a favor. I'm trying to make it so you don't come out, you don't leave this world and whisper to the mic somewhere in the public world, and some guy goes, look at that dingus whispering to the mic. I'm trying to help you. So, Cat Slayer, tell me about the last thing you drew.
And why wasn't it Krabston Daniels?
Shit.
And why wasn't it Krabston Daniels?
Oh shit! Yeah, I thought about you. You asked for like fan art. I was thinking about it.
Think about it.
Maybe.
So what's the last thing you drew?
I think it was just some random sketch. To be honest, if you're asking for like a full drawing, it was like a cat. It's very random.
Okay. What do you think? You know, if you could replace all the water on Earth with a different liquid, what liquid would it be? Everything would be fine. You know, everything will adapt. You know, but what liquid would you replace all the water with?
So, like, could I like pick my favorite? What I drink most of the time?
You could pick any liquid.
Oh, Monster Energy.
So everything is Monster Energy drink. Yeah. You don't think you want to shower in that? That's what you want to. You want to shower in Monster Energy? You want to turn your shower on and shower in Monster?
When you say it like that, maybe not, because it'd be sticky.
It would be very. You know, I think I would do
full of sugar.
Propel. I love Propel. I haven't had Propel since in a decade though, but
I actually don't. I actually don't know what that is.
Yeah, you might not. It's not.
She's from Norway, man. Come on.
From Norway, it's not even popular here.
Yeah.
It used to be though. Twiggy, you got your hand up. What do you want?
No, I'm just cheering for Propel. I'm just cheering for
Oh, he's
Propel's
cheering for
idea, I'm
Propel.
sorry.
It's a great thing. I feel bad
Dehydrated boy.
for yelling. What do you want? At a guy who has
Mm.
only my best interest at heart. But Propel is good. It's like Gatorade, if you know what that is, sorta.
I've heard of it. I've never tasted it.
You've never tasted
We have-
Gatorade?
The closest the closest thing we have is like Powerade or something. I
Powerade
don't
is
know.
like Gatorade. It's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
I love blue
the
Powerade.
closest you can get. Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Well, you don't like it. You hate it.
No, it doesn't taste good.
No, you don't like it. Yeah, you have a different palate. I think you probably have a more refined palate than I do. So what language do they speak in Norway? Is that an ignorant question to ask?
We speak Norwegian.
Norwegian. I was curious. I thought maybe you did, but I didn't know.
Yes.
I thought someone would have been like Krabston. Everyone knows they speak Spanish over there. You know. I know it's Norwegian.
Okay.
So, how do you say Twitch Prime? Give me a Twitch Prime sub in Norwegian.
Base you only but like you don't change Twitch and sub, or like you can say like gi meg abonner til Twitch kanalen min.
How do you say "give me money"? That's essentially
Yeah, how do you
what
say
he
give
wants
me
to say.
money?
Gi meg alle pengene deres. Gi meg penger. Jeg trenger penger.
Ooh, it's rhymes, kinda. What is it?
Say it, Krab. Say it.
Slow it down for me. So I can
Gi meg penger.
Ye my penyon. You're
That's
making me
really
say,
fucking
You're
good,
making
bro.
me say something
Ooh,
dirty.
woo.
Like ye my penyon.
No. I'm
Yeah.
being honest. It
Ye my-
actually means give me money.
All right, everybody. Ye my
I
penyon.
want a
Give
Norwegian
it up.
girlfriend. That actually.
Ye my penyon. So, how do you say? Krabston is a pretty cool guy with a lot to offer.
I don't know about that.
You want me to like translate crab or something? 'Cause I can do that.
just say the name.
Or you want Krabston?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Can you repeat it?
Krabston is a pretty cool guy with a lot to offer. It would mean the world to me.
Krabston en jævla kul fyr som har mye å tilby.
Ooh, I like it. That's a fun language. English is boring. English is all like,
I know.
"Hey, put those socks down there."
I
One
Your language is like is sing songing compared to that.
yeah. No, Norwegians, we sound either fucking pissed or fucking happy, and those like I don't fucking know. But anyways,
What's
I've
your
gotten
favorite
questions
Norwegian
like,
curse word?
faen I helvete, din lille kukksuger.
What does
Gå og
that
pul
mean?
faren din opp I rævhølet. You really want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like a combination of many. It's like it sounds so aggressive in Norwegian, but it's like fucking hell, some other shit that I don't know.
It doesn't. How do you? So just like
Yeah, I don't know.
if you stub your toe, what do you scream in Norwegian? You know, like what curse word do you immediately scream?
I don't really scream. I'm like, oh shit, my toe. Like,
You
oof,
say it in English?
shit. But my no. This is what like. If I were saying if in Norwegian, I'd be saying this, but like in Norwegian, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, faen ass, tåa mi, faen jeg slo tåa mi, jævla
That's so
kant
sick.
på det jævla bordet.
God, I got it.
Thank you.
This language I speak is terrible. It's awful. English is awful. There's just so much more out there. I feel like a fool for speaking this language.
I mean, it's true. It's
And I can't
it's,
stop.
It's
I'm doing
true.
it even now. No matter how hard I try, I'm doing it still. I can't stop. It's a curse.
Yeah.
What's tell me
Understandable.
about what cartoons did you grow up with? Were there any like You know, what was popular over there? You know what? When I went to Italy when I was 14, and I learned that the anime Knights of the Zodiac was huge in Italy and also South America. I did not know that. Like, no real impact in the U.S. Huge in South America and Italy. Like, had no clue. Like, what was popular in Norway when you were growing up?
I mean, I genuinely do not know the names in English. Some
what
of
are they?
them, I
What are they in
genuinely
Norwegian?
don't know the names. Uh, Sauensjøen.
What's that about?
Mummitrollene. Like, it's it's about this fucking sheep.
Yeah.
He's the thin sheep. I don't know why, but he's like thinner than everyone else, and there's like a fuck ton of fat sheep, like with a
Yeah.
lot of fur. And then there's this guy, and he's like half blind. He has a dog, some bullshit shit. I don't know what's happening, but I used to watch it all the fucking time.
Okay, so he's just a sheep who's being body shamed. That's
Yeah,
a fun
no.
little-
Sounds like a contender for the next movie night.
And
Yeah, I just gotta
but
figure out how to
they
spell the damn thing.
they walk around, and when the guy's gone, they walk around like fucking humans, and they do
Oh.
random shit
That's cool.
that are entertaining to kids or something. I don't know.
What was your favorite?
My favorite? Probably like you guys have this, but like Gumball
Gumball.
or Steven Universe.
Yeah, I guess.
But, yeah,
I
but
forget that you're. I
I-
forgot that you're 15. I figured, that makes sense. It would be stuff from.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really have.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
like-
Steven Universe. I'm curious about it now that I've been playing Multiverses. Do they sing all the time?
Yeah,
Because
you
I
should-
can't handle it if they're singing all the time.
They sing, but not all the time. But they have
gotta
some
say,
songs.
I've said before,
I genuinely.
Musicals piss me. They
I
piss
genuinely-
me off. A musical just really fucking pisses me off. Just what the musical does, and they go, hey, it's what it to me. When they start singing the song about how they feel, they look. It's like they're looking at me and they're going, "You're so stupid. You couldn't possibly understand any nuance. I'm just gonna sing how I feel to you. Would that make it easier for you, you idiot?" And I just go, "Stop it, stop!" I don't say it out loud. I used to, but I go, "Stop it, stop it!" And it's I hate it. It just pisses me off. So I would try Steven Universe, but if there's just a lot of singing, that's gonna piss me right off.
No. I genuinely I don't remember, but also the translation to Norwegian.
Is it really good?
It's so shit.
Oh shit!
No, it's shit. It's like the songs are awful. I mean, they're it could be
Where
worse.
can I
It
find
could
all
be
the
a lot
Norwegian
worse.
Steven Universe songs? Can I Google Steven Universe Norwegian dub music? Is that like something I could find?
Probably, yeah.
Fire beats.
What would when you watch like a movie in Norway, when you go to the movies, most of that's dubbed
Yeah.
into like if you're like watch like a Hollywood movie, is that dubbed or are there subtitles or just neither?
If it's like a Tarantino movie, for example,
Yeah.
it's not dubbed. It's subtitled,
Mhm.
but if it's like a fucking My Little Pony movie and there's like tiny fucking kids, you
Yeah.
kind of have,
There's really tiny kids
But
going
if
to see
it's
that
like-
My Little Pony. You sure it's
yeah.
not adult? It's not all adults in that theater.
I mean, it could be
With heavy breathing whenever Pinkie
alternative.
Pie comes on stage. There she is. That's her. That's my wife. Clutches onto his pillow.
Wifey.
Wow, this is like a Rocky Horror Picture Show thing that's happening right here. That sucks though. I mean, that's like the one good thing about being here is that like a lot of the movies and shit come from here, so it's all like in the language it's made to be in. But
Yeah.
I have a hard time watching
There's
dubs of
also a
anything,
lot of
even
movies-
anime now, because I'm just like, well, this isn't like. I was like, how do I know how correct this is? Even the subtitles. Sometimes I'll look at subtitles and I'll go, they could just be writing anything down. I was like, how do I know this is right? It frustrates me. It's another thing that gets me angry. I got a lot of problems with anger. I'm realizing I got a lot of fucking emotion that needs to.
Bro. bro, same. Fucking same.
Just tough sometimes. Are people in Norway smarter than the United States, do you think?
Oh, for fucking sure.
Really? Wow.
People. No. Listen. It's in Scandinavia, Europe. You know, Europe. Freaking smarter people than any of you guys outside. But anyways, I've gotten the question like, "Oh, where are you from? American, right? Where are you from? Where are you from? You have an accent." I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm from Norway." And they're like, "Huh? Isn't that in Sweden?" It's not in fucking Sweden.
No. I think Norway.
I mean, you did ask her what language they speak.
I was asking for more of a confirmation. The thing is, I asked a question. I didn't presume anything. It's not dumb to ask a question. It's dumb.
Some people don't even know where that exists.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know that Norway exists. I'm like, I'm from Norway. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, Norway. They're like, what? Is that where's that? I'm like, it's a fucking country.
What's your favorite? What's like Norway, Jose?
Yeah, but do you know what Papua New Guinea is?
Yeah.
What? I wasn't paying attention. What you say?
As you shouldn't be. What's the food like in Norway? Is it terrible?
Oh, it's actually pretty good. It's not as like greasy and fatty, as far as I know.
What's your favorite food?
Ooh, there's this fucking national dish. Oh, like almost national dish. It's not the fucking It's not. It's not what shows up on Google, but it's what everyone eats,
What's
right?
it called?
It's like. Okay, so the thing is, I don't know the name in
You don't know the
English.
name of your favorite food.
In English.
Don't say it in
in English. Okay, shut the lid. Shut the lid. Shut the lid.
Shit the lid.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're that confident.
Shut the lid, prinsess med potet.
Describe it. What is it?
So I'm sleep deprived. It's potatoes. This kind of meat, like huge meatballs.
Nice.
And sauce, and then this lingonberry.
Ooh.
Lingonberry like jam. Or whatever, however you say it. We
have jam.
We call it tyttebær.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like cranberry. Yeah, it's like cranberry thing, whatever you call it, but like a way fucking better.
Well, it's a lingonberry, which is a different berry, but yeah. So.
Yeah, but.
We have a question.
Question.
Jake Call asks, if Norwegians are so smart, can she name 5 or more U.S. states? Because that's the measure, is whether or not you can name states from a country you don't live in.
No.
Well, they always do that thing in America.
New York City, Washington.
Let's hear 5 states.
Los Angeles, California.
Is that 1 or 2?
Alabama. Oh, it's 5.
Hold on, do it again. So list 5 again for me. I didn't hear the 5.
Just drop the city and you got it.
Sorry. One more time for me. Will you list 5 because I didn't hear it.
Alabama, California, Los Angeles, Washington. What?
Los Angeles is a city, and it's in California.
In California. If you turn around, that's Los Angeles right there.
That's where I am.
We kind of have kind of. I don't know. I actually genuinely don't know well, I know the states, but in Norway we have so many weird fucking names for this shit. So it's confusing. All right.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. So you had 4 though. You had 4. Can you name 1 more?
Something like that. What the fuck you calling it? Like basically the desert.
The desert.
I went out of my fucking mind. Yeah, the desert.
That's the
basically.
51st state, I think, is the desert.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so far, but that's good. That's pretty close. For a country you don't live in, I think that's pretty good, honestly. We have a question from Mouth Breather. He says, do you despise the morbidly obese?
No.
That's a pretty intense
There's a lot
question,
of-
Zach.
That is an intense question.
No, there's just, you know, a lot of interesting people in America. Not that they're fat, but like Americans are interesting people.
That's true. That's interesting. Some of us even have talk shows.
And it has nothing to do with their weight. There's a lot of fat people in Norway as well, so.
True.
Did you know that the United States has the most morbidly obese rate than any other country combined?
I didn't hear you.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, Cass Lawyer, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, it's 100% like strawberry or cookie dough.
Oh, very
Like,
good.
You know.
Cass, before we wrap the interview up, is there anything you want to say or do or promote? Anything at all?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Mind blank. I'm sleep deprived.
If nothing you want to say? That's okay. You don't have to.
Say another swear word.
Yeah, one more swear word for the road.
Norwegian?
Right to the
Say
camera.
something
right to the
controversial.
camera.
Jævla kukksuger. Gå pull mora di bak I ræva.
I agree. I 100% support whatever she said.
Oh man, that's a risky.
You
That's a
don't
risky
know.
move.
That's something you never should say when someone's saying some random shit in some other language. I promise you, don't ever. Not a good idea.
I
If you
don't
agree to
care.
some fucking morbid
You
shit.
really do not wanna
I
know
think
what
I'll
it is.
live.
I'll be honest.
You do not want to know, bro.
I think I got to reload again. By the way.
Is
Reload.
every sound all messed up?
Yeah, my sound is almost up. I'll be right back.
Can you hear me pressing my trigger?
That was loud. Sorry about that. We're coming right back. Don't you worry.
What happened?
I crash. It just normally happens for me. Like I randomly crash.
All right, I'm here.
man.
I'm here.
And said my name to try
No,
and give me
you
the
should've
hope.
Okay, you should have tried to said some shit.
Here comes the man.
You should have tried to what, bro?
Oh, the crab's back. The crab's
The
back.
man! Crab. Oh.
The man's back, but on stage.
Man. Ow. How does it feel to be a part of the audience, Crab? Oh.
It's a dark and scary place.
I know.
Yeah.
You put us out there.
Yeah, I put you out there where you belong. Guys,
Yeah.
Cass Lawyer was here.
With the
Guys,
fucking awful chairs.
give it up for Cass Lawyer. I thought you did great, Caster. Give it up.
Thank you. It was better than last time. Last time was fucking awful because I was nervous as
I thought
shit.
you were great. USA. There you go. Give me 1 second.
Krabston Twitter. Krabston Show.
If I don't have the control over my own body. Who's next? Was it Tao next, or was it? No, it was Fluffy next. Right?
Yeah.
All right, Fluffy.
At least if I remember.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go Fluffy.
Fluffy
My
dog,
man.
how are you?
Fluffy.
Pretty decent night in my area.
Nice. So how old are you, Fluffy?
I am 27 years old.
Nice. Okay, there you go. An adult. That's becoming a rarer and rarer commodity these days. Fluffy, let's read your bio.
Tell me about it.
Usually looking for friends to hang with. Don't hesitate to drop an invite if you want to hang and chat. My Discord, I'm not going to read that. Twitch, The Gaming Doge, 1995. Won't accept random friend requests. Get to know me before doing that. Member of the Fitzaroli Circus. Age 27. Member of Bubby the Whales. Dragon Army. Okay, first of all, let's go. What is the Fitzaroli Circus? What's that?
So the Fitzaroli Circus, anyone who happens to either live on the internet or hide under the rock, That is a server based on the popular YouTube series Hell of a Boss, inspired by a character by the name of Fizzaroli.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Oh yeah.
What?
Pretty popular one.
Unfortunately, knowing you're not a fan of musicals, there's a lot of singing in it.
Oh,
Way too
Rats.
much, Krabston. Way too much.
Okay, so you're a member of
But
Fitzgerald.
there were-
So what does that entail?
Typically just a bunch of Hell of a Boss fans. Typically, we have tried to do a few community things, but now it's just more of a hangout, chill, comment whenever.
And then you're also a member. It says here on my notes of Bubby the Whale's Dragon Army. What in the Sam Hill is that?
So the first part, Bubby the Whale. First off, shout out to him. If it
Praise
weren't for
be.
him, I wouldn't have been doing Twitch as long as I have. So Bubby the Whale is one of my friends and actually one of the head honchos of the Fizzaroli Circus. And the Dragon Army is based off a VR chat DJ by the name of Jack the Moz, or as we like to call him as, shout out to Jack the Moz.
What? What does that mean? What do you mean? You like to call him a full sentence? I'll be like, oh, this is my friend John, or as I like to call him, shout out to John. What does that mean?
The short version of it is, as long as I've known it, it's just he had a lot of fans, and a lot of his friends just go up to him and just be like, shout Jack the Moz, and it's actually been one of the catchphrases that he's been best known for. And fun fact, he actually has a song based on that entire catchphrase.
What's the song?
Really
Do you
banger.
know it? Could you sing it?
Shout out Jack the Moz.
Could you sing it for us? I'll sing it with you.
I mean, it's really, really technical.
I know it.
Do it!
We like to get technical
We'll sing a duet. I know the song.
Let's see. Let's see if I can do it.
Okay.
Apologies in advance if I bust this. If you happen to be watching, Jack.
He's not. Nobody watches this.
Shout out Jack the Moz. Shout out Jack the Moz. Shout out Jack the Moz. Best I got there.
That's it? That's not that technical. I can do that. Shout out Jack Lamar's. Right? I can do that.
Yeah.
What's your earliest memory?
I'm sorry?
What's your earliest memory? What's the first thing you remember in life?
My earliest memory.
Mhm.
First memory in life. If I had to go specifically by the first thought that comes to mind, it would have to be the first time I listened to Gorillaz, their album that came out at the time called I want to say I was probably like 6 or 7. I can't recall, but I know the album was called Demon Days.
Mm-hmm.
It had the
Clint Eastwood and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that old of
You're
an
thinking
album?
the debut one.
Was that on Demon Days? Oh no, it was 2000 or something.
Feel Good Inc. Feel Good Inc.
Damn, I was like getting out of high school when that came out.
Yeah, that one was like
I don't know how old
Yeah.
I was when that was out. I thought I was older than I think I am now. I guess I'm 28. I'm only a year older than you. So. Do you remember 9/11?
Huh. Ironically, I sort of do.
Ironic.
I remember I was sitting in my special ed class, and I don't remember if it was like the news that we were watching, but we just heard that there was something about a plane hitting the towers, and
What
at the
state
time
did
I
you
never
grow
really
up in?
thought too much about it. I was birthed in Cincinnati, Ohio. I grew up for about a good 11 years in a small little southern side of Indiana called Versailles.
Okay.
Was anything for sales?
Wow, nice. It took a lot of my effort for me to not say that, by the way. I'm happy somebody did.
To be fair, I didn't even catch that.
I have been known to say that Indiana is one of my least favorite states in the country. I think it's a horrible place. Do you agree?
Lately, I've started realizing why.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. It is a piece of fucking white bread on the fucking dirt. That place. It's just nothing.
Ohio's still up there though.
I've never been to Ohio. I wanted to go.
Ohio.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I remember the September 11th, waking up because I was in the West Coast. So, woke up for school, and my mom goes, "Oh, you're not going to school today," and I was like, "Nice."
Same.
And then, well, you were so much older than me, John. But then I remember seeing on the news like planes hitting a tower, and I've just been like, "Oh." But only when I was in middle school did I fully grasp like what happened. When I was just like, wait, that happened? Fun fact, I got to go on the field of a Dodger game during a 9/11 memorial ceremony because I caught a fly ball that bounced off this little girl's jaw. I smacked her right in the face and annihilated. And I found her when I was really young. I was in 5th grade. I found her after the game. I said, "Hey, have the ball." Like, I found her. I was like, "Hey, you're the girl whose face was absolutely crushed to bits." It wasn't that bad. She had like a bruise. And I was like, "Have it." And then anyway, I don't know how the Dodgers administration found out, but they're like, "We want your son," who, first of all, not a huge baseball fan. No, I've never known a lot about baseball. They're like, "We want your son to come out on the field during the 9/11 memorial ceremony, and he's gonna like hang out with like." I don't even remember what player I hung out with on base, but one kid I think was like, "I want to be with Matt Kemp," and they're like, "You will be." He goes, "Is Matt Kemp here yet?" And maybe I'm even misremembering. It might not have been Matt Kemp, but yeah, I did go on the field of a Dodger game because of 9/11.
Nice.
Oh, because I'm such a great guy, but also because of 9/11.
That's pretty good.
But I only realized because of that, I was like, wait, what happened? Like, I didn't even know then. I was like, I don't know what 9/11. I don't think when I was in 5th grade I knew what 9/11 was, and I was on the field doing a memorial for it. And then I got home and I was like, what the fuck was that all about? And my parents were like, yeah, like a ton of people died. I was like, oh shit, all right. You know?
Yeah.
But who do you think what's the ugliest famous animal who ever lived?
The ugliest famous animal.
Let's stick to on-screen animal actors as well. We're talking Lassies.
Okay.
Free Willies.
Uh,
Keanu's.
The first animal that would probably come to mind is the blubberfish, I think it's called.
What is that? What movie is that from?
Oh, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be
we're talking
referencing
famous animals. Famous animal actors. Ugliest
famous animals. To be completely honest, I can't really think of any.
Hard to think of.
It'd be I mean, it'd be like kind of, would cynical be the right word? It'd be like that if I said like the dog, the golden retriever from Air Bud.
Oh boy,
was probably the ugly character.
Ugly. Air Bud was one of the most handsome of all.
I'm saying it.
You're saying you're putting Snowball the cat over him? You're putting Free fucking Willy over him? Free Willy with an eating disorder like no one has ever seen that whale.
Cujo was more of a
Cujo, hideous,
dirty dog.
Beethoven.
I never saw Cujo.
Beethoven had a great personality, but not a pretty face.
Yeah. Oh, actually, now that I say that, I would like to change that. As much as I understand that a lot of people like them, I probably would have to say it would have to be the Chihuahua.
From the Taco Bell Chihuahua?
Yeah, or as one of my favorite ventriloquist comedians would say, the Richard Simmons of canines.
Which comedian are you referring to, and what does he mean by that? Talking about Jeff Dunham?
Yes.
And why does he call the Talk About Chihuahua the Richard Simmons of canines? Is that like a gay joke, or what is that? First of all, Richard Simmons has been not seen in years, by the way. Literally missing.
I actually read a news thing on that somewhat recently. Apparently there's like a theory that his
that he was like being captive by his maid.
What?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like being forced to be shut down by a good majority of his friends.
I need to get Richard Simmons on this show. I love that guy.
That'd be one hell of a goal.
Whenever he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway, that was a good episode. It was always a good guest.
Oh man, that was a good one.
Great one.
Ooh. I actually never saw that episode, and I watched Whose Line pseudo religiously.
The best episode.
Yeah, okay, so Jeff Simmons got a little bit of a kind of an edgy
I'll have to remember
take
that.
on that dog. R.I.P. to the Taco Bell dog, the Richard Simmons of dogs, which I think I like Richard Simmons, so good. But here's the thing: I Air Bud, Buddy the dog, snubbed, never won a Kids' Choice Award for best animal actor in a lead role. Never won, not once. Who's beaten that dog, right? Free Willy won. Undeserved. Ridiculous.
I mean,
how many years? How many movies?
From what I kind of...
The Tom Hanks of dogs.
From what I can kind of understand the Free Willy films, to me, it just feels like a SeaWorld activist's favorite film.
I say lock him up. Give Air Bud his due.
Exactly.
Fuck SeaWorld. Also, lock him up.
After all, man's best friend.
Never been whale. It's never been whale. There was a place in L.A. that used to serve whale sushi, and that place is gone. It's got nothing to do with this.
Ooh.
Got shut down.
Gotcha.
So, Fluffy Dog, if you could go back in time and give yourself any advice as a 10-year-old, what would it be?
As a 10-year-old, I'm tempted to give a tiny story to that, which would sum up what I would tell my 10-year-old self.
Sure. I mean, whatever, man.
Alrighty. So, granted, this was in high school, but I kind of feel like I would foreshadow my 10-year-old self on this. So, during lunch in my freshman high school cafeteria, I was going up for, I think, like another thing of another pint of chocolate milk and one of those graham cracker sandwiches with peanut butter and jelly in it. And as I was making my way back to my table with some of my friends at the time, I
I walked past this table where this one girl had a Sharpie tattoo on her arm, and first off, is a certain word with a starting letter P technically, not.
What? What is it?
Huh? Okay, so basically, I walk past and I see this Sharpie tattoo on this girl's arm that legitimately says dinosaur porn.
Oh, dinosaur porn. Okay.
Yeah, like to this day, I still have no idea why she even had anything like that written on her arm.
Sure. All right.
Plus, thinking about it now,
I do remember that the question I asked you is if you could go back in time and give your 10-year-old self any advice, what would it be? But go on, please. We're talking about dinosaur porn now.
So that. So that essentially just it led me into really no pun intended, really deep rabbit hole.
What? Okay. What do you mean?
Literally the reason I'm this
is because you looked up dinosaur porn.
Oh my.
Yes.
Why? Why did it turn you into a Shiba Inu? It's not a dinosaur.
I was a very sheltered, gullible kid
So you
in
thought
high school.
dogs were dinosaurs? That's how sheltered you were? That you don't even.
Oh no. Just it took me to a bunch of like funny like adult parody comic strips, and then it started digging a little deeper, and then pictures started getting a bit more spicier than needed to, and then led to here and led to there, and then it just became to this being my existence.
So what are you telling your 10-year-old self?
Not to look up dinosaurs.
Probably shouldn't have been a furry in the first place.
Why do you say that? You shouldn't have been a furry in the first place. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's more of I rather would not want myself to have found out like the whole thing of being a furry that
you
way.
know you can stop whenever you want. Like right? You can. You do have some agency in your life. You can't. If you don't like it.
Yeah.
You don't have
like,
to do something you don't like.
Like, don't get me wrong. I've sort of come to like it. I sort of filtered out some of the things that are stereotyped by it.
Why did you become a furry at all if you didn't like it?
Ironically, after that rabbit hole that I went through, I did eventually find myself looking through some genuine good like content, like YouTube videos, actual like really good art, animations and all that, and it sort of definitely made me fall with the culture of that. It's just the idea that something as silly as like a Sharpie tattoo of the words dinosaur porn was somehow what rooted my origin of being a furry. That is probably the one thing I would probably like to tell myself, just foreshadow.
Just be like, hey, you're going to be a furry.
Yes.
You wouldn't tell him not to be a furry.
But also to be... I would tell myself to be more precautious when it comes to exploring furry content.
Yes or no? Do you like being a furry?
I actually do, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Didn't sound like it. But all right, as long as you like it, you should do it if you like it. You should be that if that's what you like to be.
I'm not good at my words, if it weren't obvious.
That's okay.
It takes me a moment to think the right words.
Fluffy Dog, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
My favorite flavor of ice cream, I would have to say right now, is Deer Tracks. Specifically, this brand that I get from my local Meijer called Hudsonville Deer Tracks. get like the little Reese's peanut butter cups. You got fudge swirl and vanilla ice cream on it. Yeah.
That sounds very good. Okay, so Fluffy, before we wrap up, is there anything you want to promote or say or do? Anything at all?
Yeah. If you happen to want to see more of this outside of an interview, you could definitely check out my Twitch, The Gaming Doge 1995. Got Discord, YouTube, and Twitter. If you happen to be one of those people that like to stalk, spoiler alert, it's only retweets.
Nice. So guys, look up the Flaming Doge 1995 on Twitter, on Twitch. I mean, check them out there, guys. Give it up for is it the Gaming Doge?
The gaming.
Did I say the Flaming Doge? I didn't mean.
I mean, not gonna lie, that sounds cooler than Gaming Doge.
Maybe I think they're both good. So the Gaming Doge 1995.
That's the opportunity.
Find that on Twitch. The Flaming Doge, maybe find that on a different website. But Gaming Doge 1995. Guys, give it up for Fluffy Doge. All right, I think it's Tao's turn, right?
Yes, of course. All right, hello.
I'm gonna do Tao, and then we'll do
All right,
Bendy, and then we'll do an Ask Krabston or something.
Well,
guys, give it up for Tao of the
Let's
Sun.
see.
It's been a long time.
On.
Oh, well, I don't fucking
It has been.
know.
It has
I'll
been
get
a
you both.
while,
I'll make sure you.
so-
How are you? Oh, we're gonna zoom out for you.
Okay.
There we go. How's it going? I haven't seen you in a long time.
You know, things have progressed in various ways, and I've sort of ended up in a very interesting situation where, you know, I've been sort of describing various events and talking about technology as of recent.
Yeah.
So we actually have a lot of we have a lot of different things we can talk about. One of the things I wanted to talk about was being a quadruped in VR. Also, I'd like to talk about synthetic intelligences, AI, and all of that. And if we want to get into it, we can also talk about all the benefits that the new security patch is. So which one do you want to talk about?
Well, let's talk about being a quadruped. I actually have some questions about that.
Okay. So I'm one of the very few quadrupeds out of 80,000 people that presently, you know, are found in the weekends of VR chat. I'm one of the very few. I only know of maybe 3 others. There may be some more out there. I hope that we can all get together at some point to talk about things. You know, yeah, we can see about having you skittering sideways if we want to. There you go. Okay.
I can walk
wait a minute.
I want to walk on all fours.
Yes, you can. Yes, right. We can see about that too. Yes, absolutely. Crab Dog. Yes, the new series on HBO.
Yeah,
all right. So what ends up happening here is that something very interesting psychologically happens with dealing with people on a regular basis as a quadruped. And I will say that the quadrupedal form was something that is part of me. I've been a furry before it was even called furry. All right, let's start off with that. And prior to that, before I even knew that there was anything close to anthropomorphism where it concerned animals and that sort of thing, I have been the lion, as you see me here, for 45 years. Out of the 55 years I've been alive. Since I was about 9-10 years old, I had a fantastic dream and, you know, thought about all these things and the want of being, the wholeness of self, the expression of a dream. That only been able to happen here. And as a recent, I consider myself ever so lucky because I'm quite sure there have been a lot of other people out there who had the sort of same feelings and same sort of connection, and they never got a chance to. So there's that. However, something very wondrous has happened here. Something that I try to explain to people, and you know, it is a different point of view because what ends up happening was I finally had this avatar. And I had, of course, you have your moments in which, for the very first time, you felt whole. That you've seen yourself in the mirror and you've seen a reflection that you were only able to see in your own imagination. I created the costumes and things like that, and that certainly helped. But the wholeness of this, being on all fours and all such, it brought it all together. Now, I generally get 3 reactions from people as a quadruped. So the third reaction really is more of an explanation, because I was explained to me by a friend of mine when he saw this avatar for the first time. So, first reaction, everyone. I walk into a room and somebody shouts, "Kitty!" And next thing they're on my face. They're petting me. They're grabbing my wings. They're on my back. I'm now their pony and all this, that, and the other. Okay. Which is fine. I'm not saying you can't do that. I would like you to ask first, but okay. All right. Now, you take that in the initial, where you are a sentient, speaking, talking, reasoning being, and then in an instant, all the decorum that normally goes along with how we interact with one another goes straight out the window. That is fascinating. And it's also beautiful, at least for me, because now I'm being treated as the being that I am inside. Lovely. The second reaction is the one where they don't see.
Gee, because my goodness. If I was treated like I look like here, I'd be dead in a minute.
All right. So the second reaction is when people don't see me, and I'll come up behind them or whatever, and I say, "Hello, how are you?" And they see me and they go, and they get afraid, and they back away, and they've moved off. That part of it, of course, is reaching right into the center of your brain, which is talking about the oh my god, the saber-toothed tiger is about to eat me. Those things that are in our nature to be afraid of great big predators with great big teeth and all of that, which is quite understandable. Although I have to admit that I've used it once or twice. A bunch of my friends were in a world with a very tall grass, and there's a really nice mirror that was up, and it was some ancient archway sort of mirror thing, and everybody's looking in the mirror as you do. And I've gone in, I've started prowling in the tall grass, and I pop my head up every so often, and people in the mirror are going, "Stop it, you're scaring us. Would you stop it?" He kept turning around. I'd go back down to the tall grass. I'd hide a little bit. And then I finally worked my way around, and there's this girl that... And I felt bad for this. I really did. I said, if I'm going to hell, I'm going to hell for this. So I came out of the side bush next to this girl. I go, boo. And she loses her mind. She goes running, she screams, and she goes running, and her body goes limp on the ground. She had run out of the room, and the cable on her headset had pulled the headset off her head, and she was in the kitchen, afraid. I mean, that was... I shouldn't have done that, but the point here is that it was real for them.
You should do it as much as you can, I think.
I try to be kind. No. So the third part of this explains it a little bit better. Essentially, when I got this form, my friend came up to me, and I had explained to him before. I had a bipedal lion form previously, and don't get me wrong, I loved it. The people that worked on it and helped me with it, some of the warmest and most loving souls you've ever wanted to meet. But it wasn't truly me. This is truly me. So he understood what I wanted. He just thought, oh, yes, okay, whatever, And then he saw it. And he walks over and he puts his hand on my nose and goes, "I get it now. You've broken the rules." I'm like, well, please explain. What do you mean? He says that the way people regard one another as bipeds, humanoids, is sort of a peer-to-peer sort of thing. The way we move, the way we shift our weight from side to side and all of that is easily recognizable by our psyche as this is another being that I recognize, even if it is so very different, so very furry or otherwise. But you break that rule. You become something different, something with different rules and different ways of holding yourself and all of that. Then you're now no longer dealing with a human being in a fursuit or in digital. You're dealing with a being. And it reaches into a place that people simply have to take a little bit more time with it. It's like waking up one morning and you find Dragon asking if you want to have tea.
How do I get in my house?
Yeah, I mean, well, he's on your lawn, all right. So there you go. He's on your lawn.
Do you think I'm a being too?
You see, that's the interesting thing is that.
Or am I just plain old crabs?
Well, the interesting thing is about that is that, like I said, I have met a very few number of other quadrupeds. And their tenor and demeanor is much like mine. And it is something that is connected and is part of us. Do you feel that the crab thing is part of who you are? Do you feel some kinship to crustaceans and such? Okay, so
I hate crustaceans. If I'm being honest, I really hate crustaceans. I find them disgusting.
Okay, so what you have is an identity that's made for your show and all of that. For me, this is me. This is not a character. This is not a thing like that.
What are you in VR?
Go ahead.
Are you in
What's
VR?
that?
Are you like using a VR headset?
Yes, I'm in a.
What do you have?
Yeah, I'm in a VR headset.
What do you control with your hands usually as a quadruped?
Okay, so I can control my front paws, and then by gesture I can control my wings. All right.
Oh.
And when I'm in full body, I can do some other things with my rear legs. I can roll over into my back. I'm not in full body right at the moment, and then I can just sort of roll back onto my back with my wings out and then lay there.
How would you describe your position in real life when you're doing full body as a quadruped? Are you sitting normally, or are you standing, or how does it work?
Oh no, I'm actually leaning forward onto a bench that is very well padded, so I'm actually in the actual position.
Does it hurt your back or not?
No, I'm just laying on my front. I'm laying on my front. No. I'm laying on my stomach.
What about now? Are you just sitting?
No, I have to. Right now, I'm just sitting at the moment. Yes.
So when you're just like this, are your hands just at your sides, or because I actually have been curious.
No, they're in front of me right now. Oh. They're in front of me.
That's cool.
Sort of being between my legs. Okay, sort of like I'm sitting squat. I guess you say right now I'm sitting squat. So there you go. My hands are near the floor.
We actually, we have a hot tub redemption. So if you want to join me in this hot tub, we can continue the conversation.
All right.
In a slightly steamier environment.
Take...
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hot tub.
It's
all right.
I didn't make it.
Okay, let me go ahead.
There we go.
Do I need to step out?
No, you're great. You're perfect.
Okay.
Let me put my float. I do not know how to swim, so I'm gonna put my floaty on. There we go. So,
the crab doesn't know how to swim. That's perfect. That's great. Love that. That's perfect.
So, is there any part of your avatar that you feel like there's just something missing? Would you add anything to what you have right now?
I would say that the original design, which as soon as I have some chance to do, there is supposed to be a set of tail feathers that rest along my back and over my rear tail, my leonine tail, that should flare out when I go flying, and that's about it.
How would that entail? Is that like a nightmare to add?
This avatar has so much going on with it that, and I really have to say my thanks to the one who rigged it, which is Many Blinking Lights. She is an absolute dear. I'm sort of the alpha test for a lot of the things that she wanted to do with her own, and unfortunately she's terribly busy, so we don't have a whole lot of time. It is something that I can do. It's just making it tied in with the wings when I'm in my flight mode and everything, because I have a seat on my back and I take people on flights and all that. It's difficult, but not impossible. It's not, at least it's not as hard as everything that it took to get the facial movements and all of that right. So, like, if you were to pet me right now, my face reacts and does some interesting things.
Really? Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're not going to bite me now, are you?
No, I'm not going to bite you.
Oh, your hair's moving.
As you can see, my mane is fully rigged with fizz bones, and you can play and pull at them and all of that. And yes.
Hit a knot. Try not
to.
So we have a question from chat for you from Mama Aga, who I is a huge fan of yours. I've been reading in the chat. They say they've listened to you in VR for hours before. But they ask, Tao, is this similar to your Second Life avatar, and have you made many changes since then?
Well, the Second Life avatar was a bipedal winged lion avatar for Second Life. This is, of course, radically different, and has made things. It's made me terribly happy. I'll just say that is that when you have a wholeness of self and a, universal will to become. As I've told people before, had it been so that I could have found Aladdin's lamp, or to have set paw onto Circe's isle, or whatever demon or devil or lesser god would have heard my pleas, this is what I would be. But to be honest, right now, what it looks like is that transhumanism is going to be the path, if I can live long enough to see it.
Oh, if I had a genie's lamp, I would make it so hot dogs and hot dog buns came with the same amount of buns per hot dog.
Of course you would. Absolutely. That's not world peas. No, not a cure for cancer. Hot dog. Hot dog. Yeah, absolutely. What
about hats? How do you feel about hats on your avatar? You ever think about? Because I got this.
People because of the way I speak and everything, people have put wizard hats on me all the time. Because I'm a wizard, telling great grand stories about the ancient world and the mechanics of the universe. Or something like that. Or they have me screaming, "You shall not pass!" That's every so often. Yes.
I do like that. I wish somebody would yell that at me. Well, you just did it, I guess. I like being told not to pass. That's why I love Monopoly so much.
Do not pass go. Yes.
Why isn't there Lord of the Rings Monopoly? But every time you do not pass go, it's like they're really serious about it.
I'm not sure there isn't.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if there was not a. They've got Star Wars and everything else. I wouldn't imagine that they do.
We have a question from Chaybird, or Chubbird.
Okay.
He says, have you done voiceover for any books or TV shows? I feel like you would smash a BBC documentary.
Well, if I was still in England, that would be a thing. But no, I'm an American citizen here. I've heard that quite a bit. Now, the only thing that I've actually done was I was the scientist in a video game called Happy Humble Burger Farm. That's the only first time I've ever done anything like that. Now, I did write a book about transhumanism and about the future of what it would be like when a world allows you to be as you dream yourself to be, admittedly. But I was going to try and get it published, but it looks like I'm going to have to do a Patreon. It's so expensive to get anything published. So I'll probably be doing my own voice work on my own book and go from there.
That's cool. Hopefully you can do that. That'd be great to have a Patreon and get that going. That'd be really great. To have an audiobook. I'm
Right.
sure that would, honestly, an audiobook you would crush for sure. You would make a shitload, I think. But
Well, I hope so. I mean, it would be nice, you know. I'd love to have money. I like money. You know, maybe we ought to hang out together. That's what.
Twitch Prime, by the
there
way.
it is.
Twitch Prime. But money, give it to me. And so, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream, Tao?
Oh, there is Ben and Jerry's chocolate cherry thing that is absolutely
Is that Cherry Garcia?
fantastic.
Is that what that is?
Cherry Garcia, that's it. That is the
World
Cherry
famous.
Garcia.
I
I
don't think I've
absolutely
ever
love
had
that. Oh, you must. You absolutely
I gotta
must.
try
But
it. I do like
there you
cherries.
go.
I like cherries a lot, actually. Tao, before we wrap up, is there anything you want to say or do or promote? Anything at all? You can even sing WAP again. If you want to. That was fun.
My friends,
never
stop talking about
Really?
that.
Oh man, I don't even know if we still have the video of that. I gotta see. See if it's in the archives.
Okay.
It was a beautiful performance.
I would say that if you are new to furry or you're new to VR, come and see me if I'm in the Fur Hub. I'll greet you. I'll tell you about how technology is changing us and changing the world. This thing that we have got going on here it absolutely will change the world and how we interact socially from here on out. You can go to my website, which I built, I still build fursuits, super realistic animatronic pieces. Some have night vision and amplified hearing and ultrasonic hearing. You can go to lionofthesun.com and check out my work.
I've been on the website.
Let me think, is there anything
A
else?
lot of cool stuff on there for sure.
And I don't, I've got a TikTok. I don't have. I think I have a Twitter. I don't really do anything with because I'm not, a social media mogul like yourself.
Yeah, I'm really killing it on Twitter. With my 3 tweets.
Well, you're doing far better than I am. You're 3 more than I have. So I will say, say hello. I'm going to be doing my first TikTok video and talking about, talking about furry and. Am I going to do a dance?
Like a TikTok dance?
I can do a dance.
They do like. That's like all the TikTok.
Yeah. You mean that? No, not a chance. Not. I might do the Macarena because I can do that, but I'm not. Absolutely not. Mostly, I'm just going to say. People don't understand a lot of what furry is truly about, and it really is truly about kindness. And there's some very beautiful, beautiful things and beautiful people within it. And I hope people, will find out that furry, we won't measure you by any other standard but the width and breadth of your kindness and your compassion. That's what we're about.
Well, that's very nice. Guys, that's Tao of the Sun. Check out lionofthesun.com. And you'll see him on TikTok soon. I'm sure we'll hear about it when that happens for sure. And promote that. That would be great. But guys, give it up. Give it up, guys. That was Tao. I thought he did great. Give it up for Tao, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
I quite
for coming
appreciate
back.
coming
I haven't
on.
seen you in a long time. I missed it.
Next time I'd love to talk about synthetic intelligences and what it actually means and what's going on right now.
100%. Lay it on me.
Absolutely.
Melt
All
my
right.
brain.
Take care, everyone. Nice seeing you.
Nice to see you too. Let's
Oh, I can't get out.
You can't get it. Let me turn it off. Hold on. So we got technical difficulties, everybody. There we go. Did that work?
I believe so. Yeah. Yep.
All
I'm
right.
good to go now. All right.
Perfect. All right, that was Tao, guys. I thought that was great. Let me resume here. That's a joke about zooming the camera and about resuming the show. So, funny stuff. I'm so funny. Guys, remember Twitch Prime and stuff. And so next up is Tekkanon and then Bendy, and we're gonna see if we can get Bendy's like fucking hell. I don't remember the order in which I said, so hopefully I didn't fuck him over. But
It was me next after that
it
guy.
oh god damn it! Sorry, Bendy. Sorry, he's been waiting years, Bendy. You will have your day in the sun. I swear to you. On this day, I will run late for you, Bendy. I swear.
I don't really care. I'm with my friends.
He's with his friends. I'm with my friends too, in a more broader, a little more parasitic sense.
Yeah, why'd you put him, bro?
So all right, relax. Tekkanon, how are you?
Been pretty good.
So let's read your bio. You know, because it's
Been a while.
interesting. It has been a while. I make SDK 3.0 stuff, mostly Udon World assets and occasionally worlds themselves. Creator of the Pro TV video player asset. We used to use that. We're going to put that back in here actually very soon. We had a mishap with a guy putting something. I'll have to tell you after the stream ends. It's pretty bad.
Some fun videos.
They're pretty intense
we didn't
videos. I think we might be clear now. If you like what I do, consider buying me a coffee. Well, it says consider buying Maya coffee, but he means me. He means him.
I've left that in there this whole time on purpose, yes.
The Secret Beyond. Can't wait. And then you got a gum.co/protv and a kofi.com/architectvr. It's Architect VR. So how are you, Tekkanon? What's new in the world of Tekkanon?
Well, mostly it's been really busy getting the next version of Pro TV. We just released it last week, the new 2.3 version. So I finally got some free time, and I was able to stop by.
Nice. What's
been a lot. That's basically
changing?
been a lot of what I've worked on.
What are we expecting on this new Pro TV update?
A bunch of back-end improvements, bug fixes, all the standard stuff. We have feature improvements where you can plug various parts of the TV into a queue. So instead of it playing directly on the TV, you can have it pull into a queue and have your friends have like a list of memes or whatever.
Big fan of that.
Yeah. And then we have a brand new UI theme, which is 2000s retro style. You can think like Windows Media Player, early iPhone-esque style to it. Had commissioned and got a whole new promo up for it on the webs and whatnot. So
nice.
Yeah, it's been very busy July, but I'm finally free, mostly.
Tekkanon, I'm going to set the stage for you here. You're trapped on a boat.
Do please.
You've been trapped for a long time. You're out of water. You got no choice, Tekkanon. You got no choice. You've got to start drinking your pee. You got to start drinking your pee. What flavor? It's still pee. But what flavor of pee? You have your choice of flavors. A genius comes and says, all I can do is flavor it. It's still going to be pee. It's still going to have a pee taste, but it's going to have a nice little... It's going to have a flavor as well. What flavor of pee are you drinking?
Probably it would either be something like one of those are you familiar with the brand of ice? It's like a carbonated water
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It'd be either that or it would be
I gotta change the camera
a crystal glacier. Oh, it'd be one of the crystal glacier Gatorades. So between one of those two, those are my standard
so
drinks.
It'll taste like Crystal Glacier Gatorade and pee. Just gotta make that clear. Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna redo both cameras here. Actually.
Well, you didn't explicitly say it tastes like pee. You said you could flavor it.
It's flavored. It's flavored pee. You know, so it's not like, you know, it's still pee.
Yes, but it tastes like the Gatorade.
It also tastes a little like pee, though. I mean, there's no getting around.
As long as you're hydrated with the Gatorade, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'd do chocolate milk. Well, that's not a flavor.
I don't know how well chocolate and urine would mix.
Couldn't be chocolate milk, though, but it would be
sounds
chocolate tea.
concerning.
Or maybe lemon lime.
Well, I suppose you could get by with that, yeah.
I love a lemon lime. You know, they call it limon. Or maybe that's just lime in Spanish. What's your least favorite animal, and what do you hate about it?
I think probably upsets a lot of people when I bring it up, but pit bulls.
Oh, he hates pit bulls. Why do you hate pit bulls? The artist, the musical artist?
They're generally. No, the pit bull artist, he's fine.
He's fine.
Actual biological pit bulls are not. They're just generally very violent and unpredictable, regardless of who raised them.
I don't know. I'm not a dog guy. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm a cat guy. I'm a cat guy myself. I have 2 cats in my house.
I don't have a pet. I want an otter. I've been doing nothing but watching otter videos for about a month. They say it's.
I know a couple servers who'd be very happy to hear that.
All right, everybody relax. All right, everybody relax. Don't put me in a box, you know. But I mean, I love these otters. They're swimming and they're flipping and dipping and they're.
They're very, very cute.
Salmon and cat food. They can eat just about anything. Actually, most things they can't eat. But
absolutely adorable squeaks.
The best. I'm talking river otters. I wish I was one. Deep down. But not in a. I don't wish I was as a furry. I wish I were reborn.
Sounds like an avatar for Krabston After Dark.
No avatar. This is Krab. Is this? This is who I am. So yeah, you hate pit bulls. I hate lizards. I think lizards are disgusting. I hate all of them. Whether it's a tiny little one or a Komodo dragon or something, I think they're repugnant. Disgusting things. Creepy. What are your thoughts?
Crawly. Fair enough.
Crawly as well.
I don't mind them.
Would you rather be in a room with a lizard or a pit bull?
Lizards, probably. I would have a higher chance of surviving.
Well, the pit bull might not kill you. I mean, you know, some pit bulls are.
But the pit bull might kill me. The lizard will probably nibble my ankle or some
Lizards
shit.
are disgusting. At least if I get killed by a pit bull.
Unless it's a Komodo dragon, then I might have a little bit of a concern if he's a bit aggressive. But I don't. He stays in his corner. I stay in mine. We respect each other just enough to get along and survive whatever the fuck hell we're in.
Do you believe in true love?
Yes, but it's not something that happens instantaneously.
What do you think?
True love is earned.
You would need to truly fall in love with a person.
Emotional, biological, and social compatibility. And then also a bunch of work in order to understand each other.
And they only use
Love isn't
Pro
cheap.
TV.
They have to only use Pro TV, of course.
For me, that's a particular requirement, yes.
Mine is just any kind of attention. Even for a second.
Different people have different standards. Mine's a little higher than normal, I would say, maybe.
Yeah, mine's pretty normal. So, have you ever been in love?
Yes. I'm married.
Oh, you're married. Okay, so you're currently in love. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. How long has that been going on?
It has been going on for 4 years, 4.5 years.
Did you do a big wedding?
No, it was a smaller one. We didn't have a whole lot we could spend on it at the time.
I don't want to do a big wedding. I think that's
A lot of people attend,
sounds
but
like
it was just not super fancy.
I didn't want to deal with it. I just want to I just want to get it done. I feel like sign a piece of paper or something. I don't like the idea of hosting a thing, which I know the irony. of it, but hosting a real thing. Ugh. Who's that?
I mean, we literally just had our families and a small amount of families and friends in our apartment with a bunch of extra chairs.
How did you guys meet?
We met. I was doing a stint out in. I don't know if you're familiar with the thing called Job Corps. It's like a job placement / assistance type thing. I did it mainly because I didn't have anything to do when I lived in my parents' house, and they kind of forced me into it. But we met there, dated for a number of months, and left and continued dating, and eventually got married.
What's your wife's relationship with VR chat?
Hey, Kenshin. Hey, Kenshin.
Doesn't play it as much as she used to.
Does she use it? Yeah, well, like when you're married and you're an active user of VR chat, I don't know how much time you spend in it, obviously, but like, do you spend a good amount? Like, is this your most used application? Would you say, like, in your free time?
Yes, I have over 2,000 hours on this.
Is it tough to hang out in VR chat a lot when you're married, or is that something that, like, you know, going in you're like, this is what I like to do? You know, like, I don't know.
Well, I was married before I got into VR chat.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I was basically just doing my day job stuff. I'm kind of looking for something interesting to do in my free time. Found this, immediately found Udon Sharp stuff, and I'm a programmer by trade, so like that's literally my home turf. So I was like, yes, you know, something VR that I can do where I don't have to deal with a bunch of the surrounding stuff, you know, the IK stuff, the social aspect, getting people on the platform in the first place to see the stuff. That was already dealt with, so I could just like make stuff and then share it with people already on the platform. But I can make stuff in code, which is, you know, what I do. So it worked out really well for me.
We have a question from chat. Stephen Evans wants to know, what's that noise? Is his question? I think there is a noise in the background. It's sounds like someone's like cutting their nails or something. I don't know what.
That would be my roommate. I apologize for that. I think he is cutting his nails.
Ew. Tell him his nails can wait.
Or he's flicking something metal. I don't know.
Okay. Just like that, it's gone. So interesting. But yeah, is it tough to, you know, how do you trust, like, you have a roommate and a wife. How do you trust your roommate or your wife to not just, like, dump a bucket of water on you when you're in VR or trick you in some way? Like, you know, if you, like...
I mean, they have tricked me. Not done water. Like, they're not cruel like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to make me have to RMA my headset because they use it too.
Do they?
So like, if they did that, they would lose access to VR for them as well. But they have you know, like done like side pokes and like blown in my ear. It's happened.
Technon, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
See, now when you first asked it, I gave that a lot of thought. I think my favorite is split between either peanut butter or chocolate or cookies and cream, because those two flavors almost the most hardest flavors to ever screw up.
I agree.
On really anything, including ice cream. It's really hard to fuck those up.
I do agree with you.
So I was like, you know, the good old reliable.
Yeah, totally. Before we wrap up, Technon, is there anything you want to promote or anything you want to say or do or anything at all?
Yeah. Gum.co/ProTV 2.3 is out. Continuing to make changes on it. There'll be a new version next year, probably at some point. Basically, stay hydrated, as always.
Stay hydrated. Okay, guys, that's Technon. Give it up for Technon.
Oh
All right, it's Bendy. Bendy has waited and waited and waited, and unfortunately, Bendy, we are out of time.
I
So
don't know what I
we're
joined
gonna wrap
into,
up.
but this
No,
is
I'm just kidding.
interesting.
Bendy's up, guys. Give it up for Bendy. Could you imagine, Bendy? Could you imagine if I did that to you? Thought about it.
Bro, can you imagine?
I did think about it. Bendy, how are you?
Alright, wait, give me a minute.
What did you just
better.
do?
I'm doing better.
Did you just rip your pants off? What happened there? Is it what happened? What did you just do?
Yes.
Oh. Bendy, are you a big Spider-Man fan?
Yes.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man villain?
Friends on that as well. Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus. Do you think if Dr. Octopus, when he's alone, do you think he hugs himself with those metal arms just for companionship, just to make himself feel a little less alone?
Oh, he probably does.
I would. I would hug myself.
Of course you would.
How old are you, Bendy?
13.
13. Bendy, who's the coolest celebrity in the world?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, because he was the original movie Spider-Man. That's why. What else? Have you seen him in anything else besides the Spider-Man movie?
I mean, I forgot the name of the movie, but I saw him with that, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. John, you know what that is? What about Seabiscuit? What's the name? What's the movie, Turtle Jester?
The Great Gatsby, I think.
The Great Oh, that's right, Great Gatsby. I remember that book. What about Seabiscuit? You ever see him in that?
Not at all.
About a horse. What about that movie where he's like a ex-soldier and he's got like horrible PTSD and he's like screaming and crying and throwing stuff? I don't know what that movie's called.
What movies have you watched?
Do you think Tobey Maguire could lift more than you?
Oh, hell yeah.
How much do you think he lifts?
I'm putting some real effort into this thought. Like 30 pounds?
You think he can lift about 30 pounds?
Yeah.
That's a lot, but I mean, geez. Well, how much can you lift? Less than 30 pounds.
I think like 20.
20.
20, that's it.
Well, he's about 30 years older than you, probably. So you think in 30 years you'll be able to lift 10 more pounds?
Yeah.
Interesting. How much can you lift, John? More or less than 30 pounds? He was in the military, John, so you know.
Oh.
I can't hear him if he's talking. I don't know if he's moving around, though. Can other people hear him?
Nope.
Where is John? I can't spot him.
He's to your direct right. On the couch.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah, that's
hello?
it. There we go. I can hear you.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
It changed my audio source for some reason. At least 25.
At least 25. I don't know if I can do 30 either. Do you use TikTok?
Why does everyone ask me?
What is what? Speak up, boy. What is what?
Why does everyone ask me this?
I don't know. It's a question. I don't know. I don't know what everyone's asking you. What other whatever VR chat talk shows have you been on? What are their names? Who hosts them? I'll destroy them all.
The first one.
Okay, that's what I thought. And only one.
That means you did destroy yourself then.
And the only one. So, what, you watch TikTok? Yeah? I assume you do, if you get asked that all the time?
Not all the time, but yeah.
What do you like on TikTok? What do you watch on TikTok?
Your account, there's your account. It's got some really funny highlights.
Yeah, but it's only for TikTok. That's a very flattery is going to get you nowhere, Bendy. I'll tell you that. Who else do you watch besides me?
For you page, I guess.
I'm about to slap you. You know, it's not illegal if I do that in VR. You know?
Valid.
I mean, it's not illegal in VR chat. That doesn't count as assault. Yeah, that's a good point.
So, what other content do you like on TikTok? Be honest. Don't be shy now.
Give me a name, please.
How about that family that has all the high-tech stuff that makes all their lives kind of harder, I think, honestly. They're like, I don't know what the fuck you know. Listen, so what do you do for, so besides...
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Who cares? So what do you do for fun? You know, you're 13 years old. Where are you from, by the way? Are you from the United States? You from a different country? What country are you from?
Australia.
Australia. We have some other Australian kids who watch this too.
Australia.
From the land down under.
Down under, right? Australia.
Down under.
Down under.
Trip with the Bobby.
How about Bob Irwin, huh? He's really taking after his dad, that kid. Keep on rocking in the free world, Bob, right? You a fan of Bob Irwin?
I guess.
You don't like him much, do you? It doesn't. That's not you. You say, to heck with Bob Irwin. Is that what you're thinking?
Why would I say that? He's related to Steve Irwin.
He's Steve Irwin's son, no less. Is he huge over
Why
there?
would I say
Bob
that?
Irwin,
What's Steve
if
Irwin's
Bob
son?
Irwin walks into a Hungry Jack's, does the whole fucking place stop for him? It's Australia from Burger King.
No, he's not like that famous. He was in a Uber Eats ad. That's how popular he is. Not
Uber
that much.
Eats. What does he say? He goes, when I want to eat kangaroo meat, I order it from Uber Eats. Cunt. Sorry about that. I know you're young.
That's their word, bro. That's their word.
That is their word. I shouldn't say it. Right?
You don't have the right to use that word. You're not Australian.
Do you say it a lot? Don't say it now because you're so young. But do you say it? The C word? Just say yes.
I don't think my mom watches Twitch, so I'm good.
He nodded yes.
Oh, he nodded yes. So I got distracted because Zach's answer to what do you watch on TikTok? He says, Charlie Demolono.
Who was that?
I don't think that's her name. But I like that name, Charlie Demolono. I wish I wasn't Krabston Daniels. I wish I was Charlie Demolono. So you say it a lot, huh?
Oh, not that much.
Not that much. What's your favorite word?
What am I? Wait, what did I say to you again when I had my hand up?
I don't fucking remember. What do you think I fucking remember that?
What the fuck do you think you're doing here, Deadpool? What's going on?
It's talking to another guy like he's his avatar. Can you believe that? For 2022, people are still doing that in VR chat? They go, what? Oh my god, is that Deadpool? How does that? That's you. We're talking about Freefall. That's you. How does that feel? We're talking about you next. If you're watching on
is
Twitch
that Turtle?
and you don't know
Actually,
what
one of
he's
my
talking
good friends.
about, he says,
I just got here, bro.
he just got in here. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on. He can't even use context clues to figure it out. So what are you pointing at? What are you pointing at? What are you pointing at now? What's going on? Why is the fourth wall being broken? What are you pointing at?
No, just go on.
Okay. Hold on. Let me point at it too. What are you pointing at?
Oh, it's nothing.
I don't want to point. Hold on. Who are you looking at?
Don't point at my friend.
Don't point at your friend. I'm going to point extra hard at him now.
Do not point at Turtle. Maybe do not point at Turtle.
I don't know any of these people. So,
what the hell does that thing even do?
It's a laser pointer. What does anything even do?
Oh.
So, Bendy.
What does the universe exist for?
What do you think life was like before God was born? Bringing back a real
He
classic.
walked on water. He could turn wine into water into wine. I think it was alright.
moves away from.
So what do you think before God was born? What was life like?
Oh, terrible. Terrible.
What was happening?
Pure chaos. I bet you.
Describe it to me.
Yeah. Think of the Doom DLC.
I never played Doom.
Without the demons.
Without the demons. What happens in Doom? So tell me.
Well, what games have you played? What games have you played?
Viva Pinata?
Solitaire.
Oh man, this man's a
Solitaire.
Damn. Yo, who's in Minesweeper?
I don't know.
Space Cadet Pinball.
Math Blaster.
Yo, bro, that's an absolute great game. Game of the year.
What about so let's imagine God's not born yet. We're on Earth. I'm trying to go. Okay, I'm driving to Starbucks. What's going on? What's in my way? You know, what's my life like?
Did you say driving?
Okay, I'm not driving, I guess. All right, so I'm walking to Starbucks. It's closed, luckily. Where am I going?
Bro, Starbucks in BC.
They sell seashells there. They sell Starbucks, which is a type of seashell. Well, okay. So how much? So I'm walking down the road.
Well, is this still the question about before Jesus was born?
Yeah, before God was born.
But why is Starbucks in BC?
Okay, so tell me what it was like. Describe it to me. I don't know what's going on. As far as I know, the Snyder Cut was the first thing that God made. I don't know. I didn't watch the Snyder Cut, of course. I thought I wouldn't dare. Not a fan of his.
You don't know anything about the Snyder Cut, do you?
I know a lot about the Snyder Cut. I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder. I think he makes bad movies. I think he's made a really good.
Thank
career.
you. I haven't heard anyone say that.
I love Superman. I don't want to see Superman fucking snap a guy's neck after having 3 minutes of dialogue. Thank you very much. Anyway, go on.
I don't like you.
Go on. So, what was life like? Describe. Why are you avoiding the question? Are you afraid of describing what life was like before God was born?
Oh no, bro. The question's so stupid.
It's not stupid. Why would you say that question's stupid? Damn. I asked what life was like when God was born,
in BC,
and you said
before
immediately
God.
You said Jesus.
Starbucks in BC would not make sense.
That's mean because I don't even believe in Jesus. How does that make me feel? That's stupid.
Well, what do you believe?
Well, I'm a Jew. What do we believe in? I don't even know. We have our book opens this way. That's all I know is. Actually, it doesn't really. It still actually does open. It does actually open this way still, but it is a scroll.
Well, happy Hanukkah then.
It's not Hanukkah. It's not even close. It's actually not that far, but it's not even close.
Well, still, happy Hanukkah.
Like it's Christmas in July.
It's Christmas in July. So, apologize to me. Say I'm sorry for saying your question was stupid. Krabston, and also a Twitch Prime sub.
If you give me one good reason, I will.
I was not muted.
You've hurt my feelings.
Oh shit! I'm gonna go. I didn't
know. Oh damn, he's got a good point. Krab, I am sorry for hurting your feelings on your.
I'm over it now. I'm over it. Kenshin just did something I have to assume is so
VO
stupid
chat podcast
like
in front of all of your fans.
Leave for whatever reason. So, do you think I'm?
Alright, I'll answer your question.
Do you think when you grow up you want to be like me?
How much do you make?
How much do I make? I don't want to say it out loud. It's not a good number.
Nah, bro, I told you already. I want to work at Target. I want to get that Target, bro.
I don't work at Target. I do this.
No, I said I want to work at Target.
Whatever. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream, Bendy? Can you answer that?
Dude, I've been on the show before, remember? I don't like ice cream.
I don't remember. Bendy, why would I remember? You haven't answered any question I've asked you this interview. I have to imagine you did the last interview, too. I don't remember anything, Bendy. Give me something to remember. Sing me a song or something. I don't know.
No, I was the guy who ate chicken nuggets and fries.
The fuck you think that's what you and a million other people have eaten that? I don't know what that means. What are you saying to me? You have an inflated ego, even worse than me. Bendy, before we wrap up, what do you have to say for yourself?
I need help finding a Leon Kennedy avatar.
Someone help him. Will someone get this fucking kid of Leon Kennedy avatar? So, probably so fucking neat. Have you tried searching Resident Evil in the search? Why? I want to help you with this.
No,
I hope you never find
that.
it.
I can't.
I hope you never find it. I hope you find a Chris Redfield, Jill. I hope you find that guy Jake from Resident Evil 6. No, but not no fucking Resident Evil. I hope
Oh, you mean this guy?
No, I don't mean this guy. I said who I meant. I said exactly what I meant.
Oh yeah, you mean this guy, don't you? You mean this guy, don't you?
What are you doing now? What is this? What does you mean this guy mean? What is the joke here? You're bigger. You're touching me. I don't have mod privileges today. So you want to? Okay, so that's Bendy. Get him a Leon Kennedy avatar. All right, make his fucking day. And he'll come back in a month or so and be like, "Remember me? I'm the one who wanted the Leon Kennedy avatar." I don't even know where he went. Oh, he opened a portal for him. There you go. Where'd he go? Where did he go? He's gone. We got the... Alright, I'm opening the wall. If you guys want to go to the Resident Evil Avatar world, the portal's up. Bendy, the portal's up for the Resident Evil Avatar world. You better go. Because your Leon Kennedy avatar is in there.
I've been there, bro. That's a crap, bro. I've been there.
Oh, whatever. Guys, that's the show. Give it up for Bendy, who has a lot to offer in some capacity. And me and John, welcome back, John. Guys, I'll be back on Monday. But guys, it's Evo weekend. I'm gonna hopefully we're gonna get the screen installed in here again, and then on Sunday, at the very least on Sunday, maybe Saturday too, I will be watching Evo in here in VR. You guys can join me if you want to, or leave me be. Leave me to my watching. But but keep an eye out for that if you guys give a shit about that at all. But who knows? Who the fuck knows? After this episode, who's to say? Guys, give it up for yourselves as well. Remember, we have a Discord, !Discord in the chat to join. I'm not gonna bother looking for someone to raid. I'm hungry. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back on Monday. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.